Listen to this story. A Vermont couple is in jail, arrested for allegedly killing a mother, wife, and teacher. That's the story I was telling you about in the last break. 33-year-old Melissa Jenkins was from St. Johnsbury, Vermont. Take a look at this.
Police arrested Alan Prue, age 30, and Patricia Prue, age 33, both of Waterford, Vermont, for second-degree murder and improper disposal of a body.
He was riding around with his wife, Patricia, and got the idea to get a girl.
Alan and Patricia Prue are married. They knew Miss Jenkins.
He grabbed her and strangled her. She stopped moving, and he put her in the back seat.
She's beautiful inside now. It's very bad.
It's a stunning story. Police say Alan and Patricia Prue planned and carried out this crime because they wanted to, get this, know what it would feel like to kill someone. Joining us to look beneath the headlines here are Shar Margolis, author of the new best-selling book Love, Karma, and Wendy Murphy, former prosecutor. But first, Pat Brown, criminal profiler. Pat, the family of these killers allege they were great people, great people. So my question is, Pat, other than psychopathy, I'm going to go easy on you here, what makes someone become a thrill killer, or is that what this is?
That's what they're claiming it to be. The family is obviously putting their heads in the sand. These are not nice people. They could not possibly be nice people. Nobody just wants to go out and find out what it's like to kill someone. But this man, also of this couple, was also stalking a young teenage girl. So my guess is this was not just a thrill kill, but a sexual homicide. And I'm really upset because they should have been charged with murder one, because they said they wanted to kill a girl, so they've already admitted that's part of their motive. They went and used a ruse to get this poor woman out of her house, which means that they're not going to take her back. She knows them, so obviously they're not going to return her. It's not like, you know, they grabbed a hitchhiker and they could just toss her back on the road and say goodbye. This woman knew them. They have to kill her. And they also are lying like dogs about killing her while they're pulling her out of the vehicle. Garbage. They brought her back to their home. My guess is she was sexually assaulted and murdered there. So this should have been a murder one case, and I do not understand why these, it's just I just don't get it. I don't see what there's lowering of the
Wendy, I see
charges are.
Wendy's a prosecutor. I see Wendy shaking her head vigorously. What do you say to that?
Yeah, I had the same reaction when I saw the charge. Second degree, I mean, you look up the Vermont law, it's very clear. Any number of theories directly related to what they say they did apply to first degree. It's not like it's a close case. Premeditation, if you kidnap someone for the purpose of killing them, or if you take someone for the purpose of sexually assaulting them and they die, all of those are first degree murder theories in Vermont. Where's the second degree coming from? I have to believe that either there's more to the story, which may well be the case, or they're just Fruit Loops. You know, these are people who are so whacked that the cops feel some sympathy for them, and that's playing into this. I don't get it. I do think that they've got to be at least intellectually inferior, and I use those words gingerly here because I don't want to be, you know, I don't know what the right words are, but if you're trying to kill someone for the thrill of it, let's just say if you're just above average IQ, you would know. Let's not pick the really popular teacher down the road with a kid in the car, because that's going to be a national news story, and we're screwed. You want to get away with it. You know, I don't mean to put this, you know, indelicately, but you pick sort of, you know, a runaway homeless elderly person in the middle of nowhere. And I just think they're either stupid or there's more to the story, or both.
So, Pat, I don't want you to profile Wendy with her selection of the runaway homeless person, but I know where you go with this.
I don't mean it
but
that way.
let me ask this question for Pat, though, which is that the scary part of this is, and I want to get into Shar about this particular issue, is that what should the average person look out for? I mean, this teacher had a bad feeling about these people, but she somehow is lured to go help them. I mean, what do you think that was all about?
I think she's just probably an overly nice person, because here's people that she didn't know very well asking her to come out in the night. Don't they have any other friends? Can't they call for a tow truck? Why would they call a single mother with a baby and ask her to go out into the cold night with her child? So she should have just said no, but maybe I can call someone for you and get them to come out. I think she was naive and very sweet and just way too helpful kind of person. But I do want to say Wendy's correct. I mean, these people are stupid. That's what I believe. But there are very stupid people out there who commit crimes, and what they did was they picked a high-risk victim I mean, a very high-risk victim because it went right back to them, rather than a low-risk victim, like she said, somebody that was out and about who wouldn't have been able to identify them, or if she disappeared, nobody'd be looking for her. So they were
Pat,
terribly
once again,
stupid, but so they deserve murder one anyway. I don't care if they're stupid.
Is that a technical profiling term? But the reason
Yes.
I want to get on to something a little different here, it's for people at home, and that's why I asked Shar to be here, which is this idea of this woman knowing better on some level. And, and women particularly, I hear this all the time on Loveline, I see this all the time in my clinical practice. Women focus on other people and don't listen to their instincts and then make terrible choices.
Well, you know, animals have instinct, people have intuition. When the tsunami came, the people stood there and took pictures of the wave coming. The animals went to high ground and saved themselves. It sounds to me like, I always say when you use logic, common sense, and intuition, we get our best answers. So it sounds to me like this woman was a people pleaser. Everybody loved her. She was a favorite teacher, blah, 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 blah. And then she had a gut feeling that said, be careful. Warning signs. We all get those warning signs.
And let's spell this out for people at home. Gut feeling is an intuition.
Gut feeling is
and
definitely
it's your
intuition.
Body, the oldest part of your brain, your body telling you something, you should listen to it.
Right. It's instinctive. And she was a people pleaser. So she had to be nice, so she went along with it. But her gut was saying, warning, warning, warning. And what I try to teach people in my intuition classes, which I teach all the time, is that we need to not only trust our gut and listen to it, but act upon it.
Respond to it.
Act upon it.
Yes. So
it's so important. It can mean a matter of life and death,
and is there
just
a reason,
like this.
Is there a reason, I've got about 10 seconds here left, but is there a reason that women tend not like, more than men, it seems to me? Well, men don't hear their intuitions as much, but women hear it, but then don't act on it. Is there a reason?
Well, I just think it depends on the human being and the person and how confident they are in their own guidance. We all have guardian angels. We all have spirit guides. We all have intuition. And we all need to learn to listen to it because
and act
it's
on it.
And most important, act on it because, as I said, it can save your life.